India. The spirit of India has fascinated the world with its very mystique. Discovering India may only take a short while, but the journey will last a lifetime. India. She can move you to question what you have taken for granted and touch you so deeply, she remains a memory forever. A subcontinent with a 5,000-year-old history, a civilization united by its diversity. Experience the richness of culture, the glory of the past, the turbulence and triumphs of India. The landmarks of each era, the achievements of each age, the legacy of a regime. As you walk through history, through India's geography, through the religious, linguistic, and artistic chapters, your vision of her will become your very own discovery. India, the underbelly of Asia, is a behemoth. With over 1 billion inhabitants, 1/6 of the world's population lives in this country. This country is 1/3 the size of States. India dates back about 5,000 years, and her people speak more than 1,000 languages and dialects. The Indus Valley civilization flourished from 2500 to 1700 BC, and it was around this time that the Hindu religion was conceived in India. Remnants of this Indus Valley civilization can still be seen in places like Kalibangan. Then came the Aryan tribes from the northwest. It was their merger with the earlier inhabitants that created what we know as classical Indian culture. All the metropolitan cities of India have their own significant culture, history, and distinct heritage. There is Calcutta, Chennai, and Bangalore. The capital is Delhi, but the Mumbai holds the real enchantment of India. Mumbai. Mumbai is a large metropolis that stands apart from other Indian cities. Her story is enchanting, and those who visit this unique city fall in love with her colorful majesty. She began as a cluster of 7 islands. These islands were inhabited by fishing tribes called Colis. Mumbai's gleaming status grew after the British took the city in 1662. It was a coincidental exchange, a dowry gift in the marriage of England's King Charles II and the Infanta Catherine Braganza, the Princess of Portugal. The name Mumbai is derived from the Mamba Devi, the patron goddess of the Colis, the main habitant community of the islands. The Colis called her Mumba Ai, or Mother Mumba. From this word came Mumbayan. The British called these islands Bombay, and they remained as such until recent years. Now, it is Mumbai once again, and home to the largest film industry in the world. The Gateway of India is a landmark of discovery. The monument was built to commemorate the visit of King George V and Queen Mary in the year 1911. The Taj Mahal Hotel, the Prince of Wales Museum, High Court, and Marine Drive are also popular sites. Juhu Chowpatty is the most popular beach in Mumbai. Stretching over 5 kilometers along the coastal line, Mumbaians love to spend their weekends and evenings strolling the shoreline, refreshing themselves from the fast-paced lifestyle of their popular home. Juhu is one of the largest and most frequently visited beaches of India. Located 18 kilometers north of the city center, it is a beckoning beach on the shores of the Arabian Sea. A popular site for film shoots, it is one of Mumbai's more posh localities, frequently housing famous film personalities in its exclusive bungalows. Luxury hotels and apartments occupy the southern end of the Juhu beach, a favorite haunt for Mumbai's movers and shakers. It isn't a very good place to swim, crowded with chock-a-block belpuri and kulfi stalls. Horse and donkey rides are a fun weekend distraction, as are the dancing monkeys, acrobats, cricket matches, toy sellers, and other beach entertainment. North of Juhu is Versova Beach, home to Mumbai's largest Koli fishing community. The best time to visit this area is October through April. Roughly 55 minutes away are the Elephanta Caves, situated on the Garapuri Island in the mid-sea, at a distance of about 10 kilometers from the gateway of India. Known worldwide is an outstanding specimen of unparalleled rock-cut architecture. Elephanta Island is accessible only by sea. This ferry boat chugs from the gateway of India, past the fishing boats, large ships, little islands, and leaping fish, winding its way toward the stone monument to timeless change. Flights of steps, sometimes precarious and daunting, draw visitors towards the caves. One can also hire a chair to be carried up. It is an easy approach today, compared to the time when the artisan climbed using only the contours of the hill to reach the top. There, he chiseled out the basalt rock to give it the shape of the heavenly abode of Shiva. Western India is famous for a string of rock-cut temples, ranging in date from the 2nd century BC to the 12th century. The Elephanta Caves are thought to date back to the Silhara kings, belonging to the period between the 9th and 12th centuries. With the Brahminical resurgence during the reign of Gupta dynasty in 3rd century, these great caves dedicated to Lord Shiva sprang into existence. Legend suggests that the great warrior prince of the Chalukya dynasty, Pulkasin II, raised the shrine to celebrate his victory. Some historians also suggest that these caves were built by the Kalchuri king Krishnaraja in the 6th century. No doubt, the cave was the creation of an unknown genius, a master architect who, having absorbed the magnificence of his predecessors in the dual traditions of the independent freestanding sculpture and rock-cut architecture, produced a monument that would introduce a whole new world of form and thought. The island was the capital of the powerful coastal kingdom, and the excavations of the caves in the 6th century added to the glory of that kingdom. Later, the Portuguese took possession of the island, and after they found a monolith elephant, the island was named Elephanta. Many of the sculptures have been desecrated. It is believed that the caves were used as target practice after the Portuguese constructed a fort and erected a flag to ward off pirates. After the British captured the island from the Portuguese, they tried to discover who had built these caves, but to no avail. The British planned to take the elephant to England, but her size and weight ensured that she would remain in her native India. She now resides in the Bombay Museum. The island rises in 2 conical hillocks. The architecture sculptures carved out of solid basalt rock create a representation of the heavenly mountain residence of Lord Shiva. Opening out from 3 sides, the temple lets in light from many angles, making the sculptures seem to move with the changing angle of light. Inside the temple is a large hall with 9 sculptured panels representing Lord Shiva in different moods. The temple plan is so symmetric, with important focal points worked out in a geometric mandala, the design that represents the energy field. The sculptures portrayed in the cave belonging to the Pashuput Shiva Vaishnava tradition and were carved out in the 6th or 7th centuries AD. The Garapuri in the past history was once an excellent harbor and a big center of marine trade. The Portuguese found the island during their survey of the island of Mumbai and its surrounding coastal area in the Arabian Sea. They saw first of all when they landed on the island the huge sculpture of elephant carved in the rock sand and named this island as Elephanta. The caves comprise 9 main carvings. The carvings of Shiva in different moods, namely Shiva in Yog Mudra, Shiva Tandava, Daitya Sanhar, Wedding of Shiva, and Parvati, Gangavataran, Ardhanari, Nateshwar, Mahesh, Kailas Rana, and Trimurti. The precinct of the elephant is enclosed by the beautiful sea and vegetation. People visit this place often. The regular motor launch service at the Gateway of India takes the tourists to this island. The MTDC has developed this area into a beautiful resort. The pillars inside the cave give an impression that they support the roof. Again, the crossbeams on the roof make the visitor feel there is a ceiling in the caves. The pillars have been deliberately kept simple to attract the attention towards the exquisite carvings on the panels, which are 9 in number. There are 3 openings to the caves, which allow light to enter from various angles in different seasons, giving an expression that the images are moving with transition of light. He has tried to recreate the cave similar to the one in which Shiva resides in the Himalayas. To learn more about Lord Shiva and the Hindu religion, one must visit Kulu Manali. Kulu Manali, Valley of the Gods. The Indus Valley civilization was followed by the Sanskrit-speaking Vedic period, 1500 BC to 500 BC. The first of the Indian empires, the Mauryan Empire, began shortly after, when Chandragupta Maurya ascended the throne in 274 BC. The post-Ashoka empires were followed by empires of the Gupta, Pratihara, Pala, Chalukya, Chola, and Pandya dynasties. Kulu was once known as Kulanthpitha, which means the end of the habitable world. Beyond rose the forbidding heights of the greater Himalayas, and by the banks of the shining river Beas lay the fabled Silver Valley. Here is the core of an intricate web of numerous valleys, each of which is a visual delight and seems more beautiful than the other. The mountainscapes remain spectacular in brilliant sunshine or in the haze of the mist. The Silver Valley has nature's treasures that lie carelessly scattered as flowers on the high meadows. Manali still maintains its charm and beauty. With the majestic grandeur of the Himalayas on one side, River Beas cutting across the town, verdant valleys with rolling meadows and grazing herds dotting the hillsides, apple orchards and the folk music adding romance to the ambience and presenting a wondrous canvas to the traveler. Area 5,503 square kilometers. Population 301,729. Altitude 1,230 meters in Kulu. Climate pleasant temperature in summer and cold below 0 Celsius with heavy snowfall in winter. Visiting season is March to June for relaxation and visiting the places of sightseeing and to enjoy long and short excursions as well as climbing and river rafting. The town of Kulu has long been the center of faith. In the 17th century, Raja Jagat Singh installed here an idol of Lord Raghunathji, which he brought from Ayodhya. As a mark of his penance, he placed the idol on his throne, and it became the presiding deity of the valley. The fairs, customs, food habits, beliefs, attire, and occupation explicate the hard-earned lifestyle of the Aborigines. The people of Kulu believe in simple living and perseverance. The fairs and festivals celebrated in the valley are an indispensable part of the native ethos. These vibrant fairs carry great religious and economic importance for the people here. The customs and rituals practiced in the valley depict the simple lifestyle of the natives, living close to nature. The people here worship deities who are sages, snake gods, and other powerful gods and goddesses mentioned in the ancient Indian scriptures. Every village has beautiful temples dedicated to these deities. The people of Kulu are primarily farmers, but now the population has also scattered into emerging occupations such as tourism, handloom industry, and other skillful fields like computer applications. More than 70% of the people here are literate. This includes an equal ratio of men and women. The government sector is one of the most favored sources of employment. There are many holy cities in India, but to really learn about its fascinating religion and culture, you must visit Ayodhya, which is one of Hinduism's 7 holiest cities. To really experience India, one should travel by train to enjoy the view. Although it is not the safest way to travel, it is the cheapest and most fulfilling way to experience India. Ayodhya. Ayodhya is 6 kilometers from Faizabad. It's one of Hinduism's 7 holy cities. It's a major pilgrimage center since it is not only the birthplace of Lord Rama, but also connects with many events in the Ramayana. The ancient city of Ayodhya, according to the Ramayana, was founded by Manu, the lawgiver of the Hindus. For centuries, it enjoyed the pride of being the capital of the kings of the Surya or Ikshvaka dynasty, also known as the Raghuvansh, of which Lord Rama was the most celebrated king. With the death of the last king of the Raghuvanshis, Ayodhya fell into decadence. During the Gupta period, 200 to 400 AD approximately, Emperor Vikramaditya and some of his successors tried to restore its past glory. Ayodhya has given its name to the region Awadh, which extends from the Varanasi to Lucknow, and figured very prominently between 17th and the 19th centuries. Nawabs of Awadh constructed many important structures in Faizabad, an adjoining city of Ayodhya. Area 10.24 square kilometers. Altitude 26.90 meters above sea level. Temperature in the summer, maximum is 45.0 degrees Celsius, minimum is 21.9 degrees Celsius. In the winter, the maximum temperature is 31.7 degrees Celsius, minimum temperature 4.2 degrees Celsius. Rainfall is about 66 centimeters average yearly. Languages spoken: Hindi, Awadhi, English. The Hanuman Gari. Situated in the center of the town, this temple is approachable by a flight of 76 steps. Legend has it that the Hanuman lived here in a cave and guarded the Janambhumi or Ramkot. The main temple contains the statue of Ma Anjani, with Baal Hanuman seated on her lap. The faithful believe that all their wishes are granted with a visit to this holy shrine. A massive structure in the shape of a 4-sided fort with circular bastions at each corner houses a temple of Hanuman and is the most popular shrine in Ayodhya. Season, October through March. So there you have it. As you walk through history, through India's geography, through the religious, linguistic, and artistic chapters, your vision of her will become your very own discovery.